This video is for teachers. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a new inbox for students to submit their NoodleTools work for a particular assignment. Once you've logged into NoodleTools via your NPS Google Drive account and established a teacher account, you'll be taken to the project screens. The project screen in a teacher account has two tabs, the My Projects tab and the Inboxes tab. Students, when they're in NoodleTools, only have the My Projects tab. My Projects displays the projects that you as a teacher create for yourself, which you might use if you want to create your own bibliography, note cards, or outline, maybe as samples for your students, or some research that you're conducting on your own. Your students will create their own projects or group projects in their own NoodleTools account. Inboxes is a classroom management system in teacher accounts only. In this area, you can do two things. Number one, look at what's been submitted to you for a particular assignment. And number two, create a new assignment for a group of students or class. This video focuses on teacher inboxes only. To learn more about creating projects, including bibliographies, note cards, and outlines, please refer to other tutorial videos on these topics. An inbox is where students submit a specific project for your review, so you can monitor progress and provide feedback on their work. In order to create a new inbox, simply click on the New Project Inbox tab. We recommend that you always name your inboxes beginning with your last name so that students can type that in to see a drop-down list of all of your inboxes. Next, we recommend adding the project name and block. That should be enough information to be sure that students submit their projects to the right box. The next option is the ability to add additional recipients. Now, this is where you would add perhaps another teacher that you're collaborating, or librarians if you want the librarians to help you in providing feedback to students, adding comments, grading, etc. And each person you want to add, you would use their Google ID as is shown here. This is set up under My Google ID, which conforms to the last name, first initial at newton.k12.ma.us. So if I wanted to share this with Ms. Schoen, I could just do Schoen M at newton.k12.ma.us. And I could add other collaborators here. This is not intended to have you share things with students. This is just for sharing with other teachers. And I'll talk about modifying note card instructions in just a moment, but the rest of this form is fairly straightforward. You can enter and type in a description. This is a blocks summer reading project, etc. And you could add more and more description here by clicking add more. You can also add URLs. So if you have a particular website that you want to direct students to, then you could put the URL here. We would also recommend considering adding the URL for the research guide that the library creates for your project into this spot so that students can easily go straight from their NoodleTools project back to the resources for this project. Now, the last thing I want to show you on this is the ability to modify note card instructions. I'll click Show so you can see what that looks like. So if you are planning to use note cards for this project or allow students to use note cards for this project, this is what they look like. A note card has a section for a direct quotation, a section for a paraphrase or summary, and a section for original thinking with some descriptive information about what we mean for those sections. What Modify Note Card Instructions will enable you to do is to change the actual instructions that students see inside each section of the note card. So right now, the first section, which is a direct quotation section of the note card, says copy, paste, and annotate here, and then there are 3 bullets describing exactly what we mean by that. You as the teacher, for each individual project or inbox that you create, can change what the text says in here. So you could simplify and just say paste quotes here. And you could do the same thing in each section of the note card. Please note, however, that unfortunately the title of each section over here, paraphrase or summary, direct quotation, and my ideas, cannot be customized. It's just the information that students see inside of the individual boxes on a note card that can be customized. And then once students open the note cards, they'll read your instructions, but then they'll be able to just type right over them to input their own notes. And then once I click submit, my project will be set up. So I'll click submit, and my inbox, is set up and ready to receive projects by students. You will need to tell your students the name of your inbox so that they can find it. If you have any questions about creating inboxes, please swing by to Ask a Librarian or feel free to email or text us.